Hey y'all, it's Avery. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups. This will be the first video that goes up on our channel for me. I'm sorry you have to meet me this way. But we decided to do some kind of like get to know me thing. So some of us are gonna do facts, and I know my sister is gonna like do a self-portrait. So yeah, let's get on into the facts. So the first fact is stupid. I don't know why it's on here. The first fact is that my name is Avery. So moving on, my second fact is that I am from Arkansas. I was born and raised here, and I have not lived anywhere else. I have a house in Missouri, and when I was younger, we would travel back and forth from a house in Texas, but Arkansas has always been my home. My next fact is that I have brown eyes, which isn't really interesting. My natural hair color is blonde. It's currently brown, red with like blue at the bottom, but my natural hair color is strawberry blonde. I will insert a clip of my natural hair color. Okay, so my next fact is that I'm a sophomore in high school, which is 10th grade for those of y'all that don't know. But I recently moved from a school of 300 people to a school of almost 3,000 people, which is crazy to me. Took a lot of getting used to, and I'm still working on it, honestly, but I love it there. It's really cool. My next fact is that my favorite subject is science, specifically biology. I don't exactly know why, I just like it a lot. However, I am taking AP Bio this year, and it is by far the hardest class that I've ever taken in my life, and it's a lot, but I love bio regardless, and yeah. So my next fact is that I sing, play guitar, and I'll occasionally write my own songs. I wrote a song for somebody, and I showed them, and I played it to one other person. But the rest of the songs nobody's heard except me. I'm very like private with those because most of them, you know, mean something to me, like specifically. My next fact is that I used to be a competitive swimmer from like 5 or 6 till like 13. So a pretty good chunk of my life. And I miss it, and I've been recently thinking about getting back into it and stuff, but that's difficult to do with schedules, so maybe I'll be able to get back into it. I don't really know. My favorite season is autumn. That's the next fact. It's just pretty simple. Summer down in Arkansas, it's way too hot. Spring's way too rainy, and winter isn't too cold, but I don't want to say it's too cold because like there are people living in, you know, 5-degree weather, but I get cold very easily. And yeah, fall just seems to have like the perfect balance of like, you know, 70-60 degree weather and pretty leaves on trees and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's that. Fall is my favorite. Alright, my next fact is that I was born on April 10th, 2003, which means I will be turning 16 in the next few months. My next fact is that I'm 15 years old. My next fact is that my favorite TV show is American Horror Story or Criminal Minds, which they're both kind of like psychological and kind of like scary and just kind of messed up. So my favorite colors are blue and pink. I don't like super bright colors though, so it's like baby pink and baby blue, like hospital color blue and pink, you know. My favorite music genres are rap or rock, which is they're very different things. But yeah, I can honestly listen to almost anything, and I don't have a problem with it. I did tell my friend that once, and he made it a challenge and found the worst song, and every time I was with him, he would only play this song. And eventually, it took like 10 tries of hearing the song though, but eventually I was like, I need you to turn it off. Normally I can listen to whatever for however long on however many repeats. It usually doesn't matter. My next fact is that my favorite song at the moment, well, when I wrote these facts, it was Tribe by J. Cole, which is not true anymore, but that is a good song. Go listen to it. But now my favorite song is Water Fountain. I'm not exactly sure who it's by. I'm super sorry, but I promise you, if you just look up Water Fountain, it'll be there. My current favorite movie is Fight Club. I just saw it recently with my mom. She dragged me in there and I was complaining, so I was like, I don't want to watch an old people movie, and it actually was really good. So my favorite book of all times, like no book compares to this one, is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I don't really know why. It's just really well written, and I just feel like a connection to the characters, and yeah, it's just my favorite book. My next fact involves one of my best friends. I do have more than one best friend. This just happens to be the one that I've been the closest to for the longest. And we have been best friends since I was 10 months old. She was 9 months old at the time. But yeah, we have been best friends and talk all the time and hang out ever since. My next fact is that I am a super picky eater. And when I say super picky eater, I mean like I don't like my foods touching. I don't like I will not eat like entire meals because I don't like the way it smells. Like sometimes if foods look gross, I won't even try them. Like usually, like if I get a burger, it's a plain burger with just ketchup. If I get a burrito, it just has beans and cheese on it, and I don't know, that's just how I am. I will try some, like if we're on vacation especially, and there's food like native to that area, then I'll try it. One is to not be disrespectful, but two, I've never had it before, and that's cool. Alright, so my next fact is that I want to be a doctor. I want to be an OBGYN. A lot of people think that an OBGYN is just the person that you go to for like female health, but they also deliver babies. I am really good with babies. I have a really good connection with babies. And I originally wanted to be a pediatric surgeon, but after thinking about it, I care about kids too much that like seeing, if I lost a patient, it would break me, or like seeing a kid in pain like that would just break me. So that's like my best way of being able to keep my dream of being a doctor with kids and check. My next fact is that, like my other sisters, I love musicals. You can call me a nerd, you can call me whatever you want, but I do. So my next fact is that my favorite old school musical is Les Mis, and my next fact is that my favorite new school musical is Dear Evan Hansen. They're very different musicals. They have very different kinds of music, but I love them both. Les Mis probably is better to me than Dear Evan Hansen. However, I like them both a lot. Okay, so my next fact is that I can't draw. A lot of us cannot. One of us, Lydia, can draw very well, but I can't. I will like doodle on paper, or I'll do those things. I don't know what they're called, but where you like draw a shape and then like fill in the lines. Like you draw a shape with a bunch of lines that intercross, and then you like fill in the lines with colors. I'll do that. But I mean, that's not really artsy. It's just me being bored. So my next fact is that my favorite holiday is either Christmas or Halloween. Halloween because who doesn't love free candy? And Christmas, honestly, it's probably because of the amount of time we get off school. So my next fact is that I have 12 pets. I have 6 dogs and 6 cats, and no, they do not all live with me. 3 cats and 3 dogs live here with me, and 3 cats and 3 dogs live in Missouri with my stepmom. So my next fact is that along with the hundreds of trillions of half siblings that I have one step sibling who is younger than me. She's a girl, and I have 3 god siblings. 2 of them are younger than me, they're boys, and one of them is older than me. He is also a boy. Okay, so my next fact is that I love the lake. That's really random, but I do. I used to be terrified of boats, and I still kind of am. but once I get past the fact that we're on a boat, it's great. Okay, so my next fact is that my favorite place that I've ever visited ever is Hawaii. I don't exactly have a reason why. It's just so pretty, and it's, you know, the weather's perfect, and everywhere you go you see something that's unique and beautiful, and I don't know, I just love it, and the diversity that you experience while you're there, and the amount of things that you can do. You know, when we've gone and seen a volcano, and we've gone to, you know, secluded beaches, and we've gone to seahorse farms, and it's just really fun. Like, I really enjoy it. Okay, so my second to last fact is that my favorite artist is currently Eminem, but old school Eminem. His new stuff is okay, but like his old stuff. Not D12, not D12. I do like D12, but not D12. Like Eminem by himself, old school. That's stuff I like. And my final fact is that I used to be in a band with the most amazing people ever. In the band, I would sing, I would play bass and guitar. I can play drums, but I was never good enough to play like on stage or anything. But I loved it so much. I had to quit because of health reasons and because of school. But I love it so much, and the band is full of wonderful, wonderful people, and I would not take that experience back for the world. I've been thinking about going back and doing it, but I don't really know. It's a lot of commitment and a lot of effort and time, and not even like just time like rehearsals, but time like, you know, outside of rehearsals you have to practice by yourself. And not that I can't do that, it's just becomes difficult when you are at a new school, starting a new semester, and you have as many things that you have to take care of as I do. But yeah, so those are all 30 facts about me. So I hope this helped you get to know me, and I hope this week will help you get to know us better so that you can understand us more when we post. So I don't remember if I said this in the beginning, but I will be posting every Thursday. I think Lydia posts Friday. She posts the day after me. Allie posts the day before me on Wednesday. Alex posts on Tuesday. And Lily posts on Mondays. So while I'm editing this, Lily's video is already up. And by the time this is posted, so will Alex and Allie's. So please go check theirs out. I know that they're amazing because one, they're my sisters and they're wonderful, but two, I've already seen Lily's and she's just amazing. She's really good at editing. So I am really excited for this channel. I'm excited to see what it becomes. I'm excited to see how I grow through this process, and I'm excited to be able to keep updated with my siblings considering they all live so far away. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye y'all. Side note, I thought it was important to talk about, and it was kind of talked about in our very, very first video, which was just the introduction video. We are called sorta siblings, and we are siblings, and we're in an interesting situation of being half siblings. Not a lot of people know what that is, and not a lot of people understand it, and especially us, because we were made with a sperm donor. You know, people have half siblings, but generally it's not from a sperm donor like the situation that we're in. And while this channel is based on the fact, like, yes, we are siblings, yes, we have this bond and relationship, but it's also not gonna be, like, every video is not gonna be, you know, hey guys, we're siblings, like, we don't live together, and like, blah, blah, blah. Like, we're not gonna focus really on the sibling aspect. There will be some videos that we do, like, over video chat or when we're in person, and they will be more sibling oriented, but there won't be, while we're by ourselves, living by ourselves, we won't, you know, every video won't be like, oh, me and my siblings, blah, 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 oh, me and my siblings, blah, blah, blah. And that could be, you know, what's expected considering the channel name and the basis on the channel. But this channel, honestly, we started so that us and our families can keep in contact with what we're doing all over the country. And of course, for you guys to be able to watch it and enjoy it. And yeah, hopefully that is clear. But yeah.